NBC 6, South Florida Today.
With the current state of the economy, everybody needs to learn how to be a smart buyer, and for women, that may mean hurdling the intimidation factor, feeling comfortable shopping for big-ticket items like a car or even a house. Joining us today is Delia Passi, who's founder of a training program called WomenCertified, and she's here today to talk about how she helps to empower women consumers. Hi, Delia.
Hi, Bob.
What is different about a man and a woman negotiating?
Well, men naturally think of themselves as negotiators. You ask a man how many times a day he negotiates, he'll tell you all day long. You ask a woman, she says, oh, well, maybe a couple times, and actually I don't like to negotiate.
So how do you get past the first hurdle of not wanting to or liking to negotiate?
Well, negotiation is a part of being about a smart shopper. No matter what you're buying today, you can negotiate, whether it's a big-ticket item or a small-ticket item. So the first thing to do is you have to be empowered. You have to have information about what pricing, what service agreements. You have to go into the purchase being an informed consumer, and you do that a couple ways. One way, you could just read Consumer Reports, which gives you lots of information, or, which most people are doing today, is going on the Internet.
Sure.
Tons of information available to you. Check out competitive pricing. Check out service agreements. No return policies.
Well, let's talk about probably the hardest thing for a lot of people, men and women, is shopping for a car. It is a trying experience for most people.
Right.
You got to play the game. You got to sit down with a salesman who then supposedly has to have a price checked out with his manager, and he disappears and comes back and tries to get you higher, goes away, comes back. I mean,
exactly.
I don't know that anybody really loves that, but men perhaps are more used to it. How do you tell a woman consumer how to deal with that specific issue?
Mm-hmm. Well, the first thing is go in with the folder. Be prepared, because, they don't like the buying experience. Actually, 8 out of 10 women will not buy a car on their own. And we have to turn that around, because 52% of all cars are being purchased by women. So we want them to be empowered in the shopping process. So the first thing is to definitely go with the folder with all the information that you downloaded from the computer about the pricing, the service, and your options. The first thing you do is when you walk in is you're direct. You tell them, hi, my name is Delia Passi. I'm here to buy a car today. And, you're direct. Or, hi, my name is Delia. I'm really looking and I'm comparison shopping today. So you're as direct as you can be. The second thing is state your status. You might be a business owner who's walking in to buy a car for her company. So you say, hi, I'm Delia Passi, and I'm buying a car for my company, and this is going to be my business car. It's important to state your status, because most of the time they're waiting for you to, bring your husband along or another man along with you, and they may not give you that level.
She has to make it clear that she's making the decision.
Absolutely. Be clear that you're the decision maker.
Now, I know with a guy, if a guy has a price in mind, a guy is going to be ready to walk out if he doesn't get his price. Do you tell women the same thing?
Yes, actually, when you go online and you get options, you should know, for example, let's say you're buying a Ford or a GM, know where there are other dealerships that carry that same model within, let's say, 10, 15 miles of you. Because you know what? I know women, we'd rather drive the 15 miles to get a better experience. So know that you have options. So when you're in there, if you don't get the service you expect, if you're not treated with the respect you want, and if you don't get the deal or the price you're looking for, know that you can walk away. There is nothing more powerful than being able to walk away and say thank you, but no thanks.
Well, the only thing more powerful is walking away and getting a call that night from the guy saying, come on back, we'll talk again.
Well, usually they'll try to do that.
Which usually happens, of course.
Absolutely. So you definitely do want options. You want to be direct. You want to state your status, and what's really, really important is that you look for companies that respect you as a decision maker.
You were mentioning that earlier. Now, there is apparently a way that a woman can look for companies that pay attention to women.
Right. Well, WomenCertified is the new seal of approval for women and even men to identify companies that are meeting a higher standard of level of service and excellence. So, you want to find companies that are trained to give you the best service and experience and trusted in that they're going to respect you as a decision maker.
So if a woman or the women who are watching today, where do they go to really learn this? I know you've written a book here. You haven't even mentioned it, but Winning the Toughest Customer, you wrote that.
Right.
That's one option.
Right.
Where else can women go?
You should ask when you go to a company, you should ask if they're women certified, number one. You could look that up on their website to see if they have the seal of approval. The other thing, too, is just when you walk into a store. So let's say they're not women certified, even though they should be, but they're not. You want to feel greeted. You shouldn't have to stand around forever waiting for somebody to approach you. So immediately you should sense if this is a company that that respects you. They look you in the eye. They don't get distracted very often. They really listen to you. They clarify your needs, and they're attentive.
But still, a woman has to realize that it is a game.
Absolutely.
And it has rules on both sides.
Absolutely. One more thing I'll share is don't take it personal. Sometimes we'll go into a store, or let's say we use a realtor to buy a home, and we've spent weekend after weekend with them. We're almost feeling obligated, like we have to buy from them. Remember, this is their business. This is what they get paid to do. So you can't, if you're not happy with the service, you're not happy with the experience, don't go forward. It's business, not personal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good luck, Delia.
Thank you.
To learn more about Women Certified, log on to NBC6.net and click on As Seen on NBC6. Kelly?